Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. It's been a while. I didn't feel like making any journals. In the last 2 years I made 35 journals, and I think I was a bit overwhelmed with all the journal making. So I've been playing I made myself a art journal altered from an old book. So eventually I'll make a flip through of this altered book, and I'm loving it. It's completely different, and that's what I needed to get my mind off making junk journals. So finally I finished my Shabby vintage sewing fashion journal. This one is always, all my journals are 9 by 6. It has 2 signatures of 15 pages each. So front and back we have 120 pages altogether. This journal is made with batting and fabric. I did the quilting type of cover for this one. It's all nice and squishy, so I'm really loving it. I think it turned out very well. I just put my little charms on this morning, so I got little charms, and I've got my little buttons over here, so everything is all finished, ready to go. And this one will be up for sale in my on my Instagram account, or if anyone wants to contact me, it will be for sale. It is for sale. So let's look into it. So this is the inside, again with fabric. It's a hidden spine. I decided to do hidden spine. I find it now that it's more, for me, I find it easier to do hidden spines. For some reason, I find easier to just, especially when it's fabric and it's thick, to do the sewing on the Tyvek and the paper, and then gluing everything down. So this one I found easy to make, easier to sew in together. This is a pocket. I left it empty. Whoever gets it can fill it with whatever they would like. So I did a bit of sewing on some of the pages. Everything has been coffee. I did all my inking. Got my little tags. Did some fussy cutting on some. This is a little tag. Used some coffee paper in here. Made this tag and added another one in the back. And this is a pocket here. I used My Porch Prints sewing papers, and also Vectoria Designs Mad About Sewing for some of the ephemeras. So on this page here we have a pocket, and I've got vintage, this is a Canadian Eaton 1901 catalog, which I aged the paper, put some lace here on the pocket, sewed everything. And this is also a vintage piece of paper. Made some tags. The back here is from sewing pattern paper, so I've used a lot of tissue, and these are tags made of tissue, and in the back I just added some coffee dyed paper to write on. And here we have I sewed in 2 little buttons on each end of the page. This one is a big pocket as well, and also we have 2 vintage papers from the same catalog, and it was 1901. Here is a page where I put some embroidery floss. I glued everything down. Used some of my alcohol ink washi tape that I made. Sewed around this page. Used my stamps, Tim Holtz stamps here. just a few tags in here. This is just brown paper. More sewing pattern. I just made 2 pockets in here. Used the sewing pattern and coffee dyed paper to write in the back with a little bit of ribbon. Same here on this side. Quite a bit of sewing. Left some pages blank. These are my page borders that I really like to do. I made a few for this journal with all leftover lace that I had and embroideries. This is an envelope that's folded in half, so we've got 2 sides. Here I made a little pocket from this, and we have 2 little paper here. This is a belly band that I made. I made a little skirt. I fussy cut the dress form, and I made a skirt with tissue paper and a little ribbon. I added buttons, and here's an envelope with little papers inside, just to go here. Here is also a side pocket with, again, the Eaton's catalog. They even have the price. Imagine 1901. So this cape here, $7.35, was worth then. I can't even find it. 29, 30, 40. Anyway, $29. Can you imagine? $29 for a fur cape in 1901, which was a lot of money in those days, I'm sure. So this is the back of the. So just folded my paper. Did some stamping. This is the middle of the signature, and I've got my little charms. I got the scissors and a button for this one. This is the back of the folded paper. So again, a pocket. I did some stamping here, and I just fussy cut this here, and this is from Vectoria Design. What I found with My Porch Prints papers is that there was not enough ephemeras, so that's why I had to use another digital kit for the ephemeras anyway. This is another page border that I love to make, again with all leftover ribbons that I had on my table. Added a brad here, and this is from this is pattern tissue paper. This is the back of the envelope. Some empty spaces so people, whoever gets it, can write on it. This is just brown paper. This is also a pocket here with a small pocket here. To sew or not to sew. Added my alcohol washi tape. 3 little tags in here. Another pocket here with a side ruffle with leftover fabric that I had just stamped on it. This is also a vintage paper. This is a Christian Dior fashion that I got from Pinterest. This is, I made this dress here. I used Tim Holtz stamps in the back, and I used this stamp Paris Modiste from Lorna at TaylorMade. She makes beautiful stamps, and this is one of them. I have a few from her, and this is just tissue paper. It was just laying on my table, and it looked like you know, a skirt, and I thought, oh, let me try and do something with this. And I took some of my paints. I just put my finger on it and painted and added a ribbon here for the waist. And I took cardstock and decoupaged a heart for the bodice. I added the Tim Holtz butterfly, and I just used my the ribbon here to do um, I forget the word. Anyway, you'll know what it is. In French, it's bretelle. Now I can't figure out the English word. That's what happens when you're tired. Anyway. Oh, straps, the straps. There we go. This is also a Tim Holt stamps, which I made a pocket with cardstock. You put tissue paper, pattern paper, and did all the stamping from this stamp set, which I had for so long, and I never thought I'd use it, and it was perfect for this journal. The back is also pattern paper, tissue pattern paper. So this is this page. Again, fashion lady, so it's sewing and fashion. I decided to. This is also a vintage 1879 paper. I just added a little bit of lace here. Did some printing on fabric, and it turned out okay, but next time, my fabric is too thick. Next time I'll use a thinner fabric. Again, Lorna Taylor's stamp. And this is the end of the first signature. As you can see, the middle is really beautiful. I used the paper from Vectoria Design, Mad About Sewing, for the paper in the middle with the buttons. I thought it was appropriate. So this is another page here. I've got little papers in here, just stamp on a piece of leftover cotton fabric that I had on my table. Added a little safety pin, some ribbon that I have in my stash, and this is from a pattern that I just tore up. Made two little journaling page, and that's it for that one. This was more elaborate. I sewed in the pocket with I had this left, it was the perfect size, so I decided to use it for a pocket, and just added some little ephemeras in here. This, everybody's been making these, you know, it's the bottom of a bag, a paper bag, and I printed my paper here on vellum, and it turned out really beautiful. So I covered my bag with this, and this is the leftover of the bag is on the other side, and this was just a little piece. I made a little booklet here, and this is also vintage. To put your needles in here, so I thought I'd put it in here. Like I said, I've used a lot of coffee paper. This is also a pocket where I left it empty, and also another little skirt with tulle. I thought it was cute, and a white satin ribbon. This is a Tim Holt page that I've been hoarding for a while. Never thought I'd use it in here, but it was perfect. So made two pockets out of it. So I've got one here and I've got one in the bottom, and just added some little washi tape here that I made. So, and this was perfect. It was all about patterns and everything. And this is a doily, which this is another coffee paper. This is one of my page borders that I made. This is also the leftover of the vellum paper that I had. And this is from the kit. So you make a cute little booklet with a journaling card. This is also from Tim Holtz. I had my stash for a long time as well. This is also from Tim Holtz paper pads. This is just a pocket with something to write on. Also from Tim Holtz, this is another needle pack, which is vintage as well. I think this was 1930, so I just put it in my pocket here. So I just used the back of a Butterick pattern, and I just cut the papers and added a whole bunch of little things. And this is the middle of the second signature, and these are the other two little charms. So we've got thread here, and I've got a measuring tape. And the noise you're hearing, it's my dog that's doing her nesting in her bed. This is a doily here, and I just attached it here with something, and more alcohol ink washi tape. Another little needle holder. These are two little, so cute. More little ephemeras. This here we have a side tuck, a side, and I also made a tag to go on top with a little bit of ribbon. This is the last page border that I made with fabric. I mean, it's interesting how these turn out when you have leftover on your table. You look at your scraps and you say, okay, what am I going to do with that? I don't want to throw it out. And it just comes together. I mean, you know, incredible. This is just leftover paper I made. It's not a belly band. I just made something to decorate the page. The back of the doily. This is the back of Tim Holtz paper. Again, there's two pockets in here, but I've only added, well, actually maybe I should put it like this so you know. This is another Christian Dior fashion that I got from Pinterest, and this is a paper bag here, and I've got a tag in here as well with the Tim Holtz. Actually, I have to put my lace in here. Not lace, but my ribbon. So I think I'll leave this one out so I won't forget. And this is the bottom of the bag that's flipped over. I just glued something here, made a pocket out of this. Again, it's vintage papers, 1840. So, very cute. And this is the other side of the small bag. Like I said, I printed the paper on vellum, and I just glued it on the paper bag. I've got two cards in here, postcards, and they're both with coffee dyed paper in the back, so you can write on it. This was a lot of fun to make, even though I didn't have a lot of inspiration. it came together. It took me a long time. I've been working on it for about 3 months. But this summer I didn't feel like doing any junk journaling at all. Like I was like saturated with junk journaling, and I didn't even look at videos. I didn't do anything. I was too, I don't know. I wasn't in a creative mood for junk journaling. So this is also from Tim Holtz. Oh, nothing. And so this is the end of the journal. Again, there's a pocket in here made of fabric, and you've got the lace here. It's all vintage lace, and this is from the tissue paper from pattern paper. So that's it, my friends. And I didn't decorate the outside. I wanted to, and then I thought, no, there's enough going on. It's already thick enough, but it's nice and soft. Easy to open and write in if anybody wants to add things and write in it. So that's it, my friends. I hope you're all doing well. I'll be, like I said, I'll be doing a flip through of my art journal, my altered book. And this was a lot of fun to make, a lot of fun. I enjoyed that very much, and it cleared my head from junk journaling. And I'm really appreciative of this kind of work. It's I never thought I would get into this so late in my life anyway. But just to prove that you're never too old to learn something new. So take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.